Welcome back to the Fierce and Femme podcast.
With your hosts, Rami and Alicia.
Talking all things fitness, mindset, and everything in between.
To help you become your most fierce and femme selves.
Amazing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode. We are touching on another conversation about body image because I think it's still one circulating social media so much at the moment. It is also a topic that we could probably sit here and realistically talk about for hours on end in terms of our experience, and a topic that I find comes up for me in terms of clients on an everyday basis in what I do. Before we get into that conversation, Rami and I have something very excited to share with you.
Yay! We have planned a beautiful community walk for our first birthday. We're turning one so soon.
Yeah.
In a few weeks. So if you haven't seen on Instagram already, but we are catching up on Sunday, August 30th at Jells Park. And if I remembered the suburb, I would say it, but I actually can't even remember the suburb. Wheelers Hill. There we go. Thank you.
At 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. So we're starting off with a beautiful walk. It is stunning there. Lake, trees.
Nature, fresh air.
Stunning. So we're going to start off with that at 10 a.m. and we plan to walk for about an hour, followed by a brunch because they've got a cafe there, which is so beautiful. We actually sat in there the other day and it was stunning. So you are invited to both, one or the other. It's completely up to you. We've got a link in our bio.
And I should put it in the show notes.
And we will put it on the show. Great. That's a great idea. Just in case you can only come to one or you want to come to both, we wanted to make sure that it's easy for you to click your option and meet us there. We are limiting the brunch, though, to only 15 of you. And obviously the walk, please, as many of you as possible. Hundreds. Yes. Tell whoever. This is, we want to, we love our community and we have a big goal to grow our community. And what a better way for us to celebrate our first birthday than with every single one of you who have been a part of this journey. And we're honestly just so excited.
I know.
So just come.
I can't wait.
Come hang out. Give us a hug, a cuddle.
I loved our last event so much.
Yeah.
And that was so intimate. So I'm excited. And I guess we didn't get to talk as much as our last event because we were guiding you through things. So there's nothing I love more than a hot girl walk, grabbing a 100%. Coffee and just yapping and connecting. Not only we get to connect with you, but you get to connect with our community as well, because you'll be shocked at who you may meet and have a connection with, whether you do the same thing for work or whether you live in the same area. There is always something wherever you go. And if you're nervous about coming alone, I know that it's scary, but also it's scary. I feel like the anticipation, you get there, you talk to someone and you're like, oh my God, what was I worried about?
We're adults. We can talk.
100%.
Also, Alicia and I met for the first time at an event.
Yeah.
We didn't even know each other and look at us now. And this is why I love saying to people, you have no idea who you are going to meet.
Literally.
You might get your new best friend, your new soul sister, your new business partner.
Your new podcast co-host.
Oh my God, literally. The world is your oyster. So just come and meet some other girlies who are all coming for the same reason, just to connect and have fun.
And just be open. Vibes. I know this episode isn't about our walk, but just be open to meeting new people as well, because the more open you are, the better. You know what I mean?
Totally.
All right,
let's get into it.
So the first thing, and really funny, this is our first tip because I had a conversation about this with a client yesterday, is the unrealistic standards on social media. Yeah, I thought that was a second point to that, but just that overall, and not even that, I would say everything you see on social media, we need to have discernment. Because the example that I'll use with a client yesterday is she was just saying how she loves her body, but she still wants to change it. And she feels like in social media now it's all about just love yourself where you are. And I was just saying to her, I'm like, babe, you don't need to justify what you want to do with your body, your body, your choice. But equally, don't allow social media to have such a hold over you that you're seeing these things and immediately letting them affect you. And being able to use discernment, which is also where I bring the conversation into education again, which for me always comes up around topics like body image, of that the more educated you are, the more you're able to look at certain social media posts and be able to discern and go, Okay, either that's not factual, that's not healthy, or that's just not for me, or I don't actually agree with it, and that's okay. And also know that there's a button called block. And like, if people are affecting you, or like if a certain creator you're finding is contributing to your mental state or into how you view your body, or like, I know there's so many people. God, frog in the throat. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to ask you, are you okay?
Oh, fine. There's so many people that do like the what I eat in a day is, and like some people love that. Some people might find that really difficult. With social media, like create your space really, really wisely of like, don't just press follow on anyone. Like, I don't know about you. I'm really particular with who I follow and who I curate on my feed
Yeah, same.
because of this. Because I don't want to be seeing things that are going to make me feel shit about myself or things that I don't agree with. And if there's something you don't, you can unfollow that person. Like, it's not the end of the world. And that's why that button exists. No one's feelings are going to be hurt.
100%. And if you are struggling with your body currently, I guess the question we want you to ask yourself is, what are you actually doing about it besides the social media consumption and making yourself feel worse? Are you moving your body? Are you going to the gym? Are you drinking your water? Are you eating all of your meals? Are you getting support? Like, I guess the thing with struggling in your body is it gets to a point where you kind of just have to go, all right, I need to do something about it. And that's okay. Like, you don't have to stay unhappy forever. And you're allowed to change your body, whether it's you want to lose weight, whether it's you want to get stronger and build muscle, whatever it is. Like, as long as the goal aligns to you personally and you're happy with that and you're striving for an outcome that only you care about, not because, Uncle Bob tells you should look this way and Auntie Karen says you should look that way. Like, make the choice that most aligns with you and future you and just go for it, because the social media consumption, the constant complaining and whining is only going to make you feel worse. And your body is your vessel. Like, no one else is feeling the way you're feeling. No one is thinking the way that you're thinking. No one knows what it's like to be in your body. So if you're unhappy, please, please, please seek some support. Like Alicia said, education is so important. We know that there's so many quick fixes online. There are so many things that we know you guys can just go and grab, but please, 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 please educate yourself first. Like, even Alicia and I the other day were like sitting at mine watching content and I was like, what even is this? Like, I don't even understand what this GLP thing is or whatever that is. Like, that's not my forte. But like, how great that you can just ask someone their opinion or straight facts, because social media will just show you, or these people on social media will just show you what they want to show you, because maybe it's worked for them. Great. But if you have no idea and you're just going to go and do it, please think twice and do your research.
I think when it comes to body image, there's like two pieces to the conversation of how you said, what are you doing for your body? But there's such a big mindset piece and self-talk piece to it. And this is where, again, it's like, okay, you might be all good in one area, but need the other area. Or you might actually be doing all the things for your body, but your self-talk is the reason you're feeling so shit about your body image. Because I 100% know that I've been at places where it wasn't actually my body, it was how I felt about myself, is that I just constantly, no matter what I did, felt not good enough. And that wasn't necessarily related to what my body looked like. It was actually the mindset behind it. And I think I'm going to use this client as an example again. Like, for her, it's that she's got all the intellectualization of everything, like loves herself, all of that, but wasn't actually doing anything for herself. And then we can have the flip side of like, okay, I'm going to the gym, I'm looking after myself, I'm doing all the things, but why do I still feel like absolute shit? Or why do I still look in the mirror and go, I'm not happy with what I see? And that's where, like, again, the discernment comes in, right? Of we need to be able to look at this content. And this is what I said to this client of like, that content isn't targeted. You're not the target audience for the self-love content. There is a target audience for that actually is really struggling with how they do love and appreciate themselves. You're the target audience for, you need to actually step into action. And again, the education, the discernment, like, it's a conversation that'll come up over and over again, because we need to be able to look at that and go, okay, that might not be wrong, but it's not for you, because you need to work on the complete other side of things. And this is where like self-awareness can be a big part, or even where Rami said like asking for help. As a coach, I'm able to see that as an external person, because a lot of the time when you're in it, or if you just say I'm struggling with body image, for 10 different people, that's going to mean 10 different things and like look 10 different ways. Or like, even if someone was to say, I'm struggling with my mental health, what that means to Rami might mean something completely different to me. Whereas if you have someone outside of you, and whether that is like a therapist, a mindset coach, a fitness coach, whatever, that can go, okay, I can actually see what it is here. Because I feel like, again, with social media these days, so many people will like self-diagnose their problems. And whether that comes to the body side of things, or like, I know this is breaching into like a broader conversation as well, but like that might actually not be what you need to work on. Whereas the person outside of it, and when we do seek help and go, okay, I'm finding that I'm like reading into all this social media stuff and it's consuming my brain all the time. And you just have someone go, well, here's the solution. Like, it can actually be that simple.
A tip that I always give my clients when they say something really negative about their body is to please challenge it with 3 positive things.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care if you say you like your right eyebrow or your left eye, like just literally say something. And another thing that I've said to them too is like, pretend the body parts that you speak so badly about have a fucking personality. Like pretend they have a fucking name and give it some feelings, because that's your body. If you're sitting there every day saying, I hate my stomach, it's so gross, it's so ugly, like, that's just so mean. You would never say that to your best friend. I would never look at Alicia and go, oh my God, your hips today are fucked. But like, you say that so openly to yourself. It's so scary. And I think as women, we have to normalize speaking so much better about our body. And I always say this, you can still change your body, but love it in the process. Because if you do it out of hate or pain or stress, it's going to feel so much harder and you will never be happy no matter what you do. So please, 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 every time you say something bad about your body, just pick 3 things that you love or at least like get yourself to build that up. I don't expect you to roll out of bed and all of a sudden love every single part of you, especially if you have been in such a negative mind space for a while. But the only way you're going to start feeling better is saying these positive things, because it is such a mindset game. Like your internal world creates your external world. You're having a shitty day and you're feeling really shitty internally, like everything's going to feel really shitty. Versus when you're inside, you feel really good, you feel really happy. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn girl, even if you just look like a bloody like hobo and just like your trackies and your hoodie, like the amount of times I'll look at myself and be like, we're having a great day. But like, I'm not even dressed up, because like it's all about what's going on in here, which is so important. So please, 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 please work on this.
And it's a practice. Like, I know you just touched on that, but I think something, especially when it comes to bodies, is that same in the whole mindset space, is you pick up what other people say. And you might only have that belief that you're a fat, say, because someone said it to you 10 years ago and now you've just repeated that over and over and over and over and over again, that it's going to be a practice to take it back the other way. And I think this is where people get so impatient, and especially when it comes to bodies, guys. Like, I hear it all the time where like we're expecting in 2 weeks, bam, like dream body, where it's like, that's probably actually going to take you years to get there. And we also need to be really realistic with that sense of like making realistic pictures for if you are unhappy with your body. Okay, it's going to take time, and like be patient, give yourself love. And I think like an important part of it, I think, is taking accountability for the part you played to get where you are too. Of like, okay, cool. And this can feel so uncomfortable. And like, this is always the sucky part of like being like, okay, cool. Like, I've recognized that like I'm struggling with my body image because I've spent years talking to myself like absolute shit. Like, imagine if other people had access to your internal dialogue, what would they think? And I know as like a previous people pleaser, or like someone who likes to present as having my shit together, back when I was in this vortex, I guess, almost of like talking to myself so shit, if I knew someone could hear that, I would be mortified, because I would never speak those words out loud. And it's like, you're a human. At the end of the day, regardless of what you look like, you are a human. And something that I always like to hear, and like, I'm 100% for people losing weight, building muscle, and like having their dream body. But also at the end of the day, your body is not everything. Like, there is so much more to life. And I think we didn't even put this down as a tip, but I think it's an important part of the conversation is like, I know it can be so hard going onto social media these days and feeling like if you don't have the perfect body, you are not worth, or you are not good enough. Whereas it's like there is so much more to every single individual person than what your body looks like. And a quote that I always think of is where people say, like, at your funeral, no one is going to be like, Rami had the best ass. Having you up, queen. Or like Rami, I'm not going to use Rami, but like whoever it was like a tall person or like they were overweight or like whatever, right? Like people are focusing on who you are as a person. And I think so many people put their worth in their bodies where it's like, babe, that is the least of anyone's worries. And like, I couldn't even tell you right now, like, I don't pay attention to my friends' bodies or like anyone that I'm looking at enough to how much people do internally of all the worth that they place on that it actually dictates your mood on a daily basis. Like the amount of people that are letting maybe a little bit of bloat or like being on your period and being like, oh my God, I'm so fat now and like my life's over and like, babe, your body is fluctuating. It's going through some shit. Like allow it to be what it is. And I think that just comes with so much more compassion for yourself. Is like, you are a human. You are not your body.
The last thing I want to add is the more compassionate you can be towards your body and the more you can increase that positive self-talk, the more you're going to be able to receive compliments from friends and family, because there is nothing worse than trying to give a compliment to someone about how great you might think they look just for them to turn around and go, oh my God, no, I look like shit. I'm so fat. I'm so ugly today. It's like, you just killed the vibe and that's your problem, you know, and no one is going to compliment you. And then the amount of times I work with clients, I go, I just want people to love me and I really want a partner and, you know, I want someone to just see me for me. And it's like, you don't even see you for you. Like respectfully, like how can you expect people to compliment you and love you for the way that you look when internally or even externally you're telling everybody that you hate your body? Like it goes both ways. So again, please really work on giving yourself that love so that when someone else does, you can actually receive it. Because like I said, there's literally nothing worse than trying to compliment someone and they just throw it back in your face. Like it would personally make me not want to compliment that person ever again. I'm like, oh no, they've got some things I need to work on. Like too bad. Sorry.
I was literally going to say that like 5 minutes ago. So when you said it, I'm like, yes. But oh my God, you're also never going to believe someone's compliment if you don't believe it yourself too. Of like, again, we're asking for it. But I know there's been so many times in the past when I didn't love myself and someone would give me a compliment and I'm thinking, oh, they're just trying to be nice. Or like, oh, they're just saying, or like, you're just saying that because you're my mum. Or like, you're just saying that because you're my friend, and not actually believing that that was coming from a genuine place of like, no, you look good. And I'm telling you, you look good. And that comes back to the same thing. It's frustrating if you're like, I mean, I do it to people all the time now where I'm like, babe, you look great. And they're like, oh no, I'm fat. And I'm like, girl, what the fuck? Like respectfully, can we not be like that? And I pull people up on it all the damn time of like, you're not talking about your body like that. And I'm not allowing it in my energy of like, those small things add up so much more than you know, and be really mindful of that. And coming back to like Rami's, correct it on the spot of like, and even come down to like, okay, give yourself grace of, okay, maybe I'm feeling a bit bloated today because I didn't make the best food choices last night. Like there's usually reasons behind it too. And this is where I come to my logical side of like, okay, cool. I'm feeling bloated today because I had Korean barbecue last night. Like no shit, I'm feeling bloated or like, you know what I mean? So I think it's just taking a step back is that your body is not everything. Like I really want to leave you with that statement of that your body is not everything. You are not your body and your worth is not determined by what your body looks like. However, we want you to be really happy in your body and we want you to feel confident and sexy and strong and empowered in your own skin and be able to look in the damn mirror and go, I love myself. And it's possible, as like knowing from myself that I used to not be able to do that, to now being able to do that. It takes time and it's a practice. So commit to it and you'll be able to get there.
Yay. I think happy to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well,
that was my like ending statement.
No, I loved it. That was amazing. Yeah, we love you guys so much and we really want you to embrace the life that you have and just be happy, like Alicia said. So yeah, you know the drill. If you love this app or you love our potty in general, please give us a follow, rate us 5 stars. If you're over on our YouTube, hello, hi, we love you. Don't forget to subscribe and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening.
If you're over on Spotify, don't forget to give us a follow and rate us 5 stars.
And if you're over on our YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.